Hey, a quick note before we start. If you're watching this, you probably are a musician, or at least want to be one. I just want to say that even if I go over the Pride and Prejudice specifically of music as an example, whatever I say can be applied to other forms of art as well. That being said, enjoy. Actually wait, this topic is divided in two videos because apparently I live in Narnia and it takes my shitty connection about 6 hours to upload a 5-minute video. You can click here to watch the second part. The annotation will also be at the end and then in the description below. Sup, Snail here. So, those of you who at least once were afraid of showing your music to someone else, raise your hand. And if you did, you probably know that feeling of burning shame along the smell of sulfur and regret while you were praying for the earth to open up and swallow you. But why exactly it happens? We were so confident in what we had created in the first place, but when it comes to showing people the final result, suddenly you find that the voice is too low in the mix, the EQ is completely wrong, that line over there needs rewriting and the chorus just isn't good enough. So you just sit there, worrying about what the feedback might be, paranoid about every facial expression on that person's face, and contemplating suicide by slitting your wrists with a plastic spoon. And the fun part is, when that abomination of a song is over, and your friend or whoever you've shown it to says that it's good, you don't fucking believe him! Okay, after doing some research, I've noticed that such feelings of shame are stronger and more obvious when you show your music to someone you actually care about, that being family or friends, or people you want to be friends with. That's because with complete strangers, we tend to have a mindset of, you don't know me, I don't know you, and if you don't like me, whatever. Peace off, haters! It's unlikely we will ever see them again, so they're nothing but a small fish in the sea for us. People that are close to us, however, is a whole different story. Let's make an example here. How many of you watching this video right now listen to metal? You may see where this is going. Well, have you ever tried to make your mom listen to it? I did. It was hilarious. Put on Slayer or something like Know Their Tongues and watch the expression of pure disgust on her face, wondering what may have fucked up her beloved child so bad to make them enjoy these sounds. It's reactions like that we are afraid of. We're scared that people may think our music is weird, they don't like it, and that your relationship with them may suffer as a consequence. Well, bullshit! And the sooner you realize it, the better. Get rid of the dumb way of thinking. It's a preconception that limits you, that makes your mind think, these people have been around you for years, what are you gonna do, fuck it up? Especially if it involves rap music, and the overall stupid social stigma it carries. It's common knowledge that rappers are generally looked upon as inferior musicians in comparison to others. So, instead of being proud of what you made, for those 3 or 4 minutes you accept that mentality that is really counterproductive. But you can't help it, can you? You can, but it takes time. Not caring about these preconceptions is a skill that will develop when you start concentrating on your music and personality, instead of what you think people may want to hear from you. What you have to understand is that the first people you show your music to are your friends. They're not gonna bash your head in the wall for it. And if they do, get new friends. Seriously.
Personal example here.
I remember that back in 2013, I had made a cover of a Yelawolf song called Love Is Not Enough. When I was at the party in my friend's house one night, we were drinking, talking about philosophy and shit as usual, and someone started talking about music. So far so good, until Nicole, my friend, had brought up that I made a cover but she hadn't had the chance to listen to it yet. So, unanimously, we went to the home cinema downstairs and she put up the song. My heart was pounding like a jackhammer. I kinda buried my head into Nicole's shoulder and all I was doing is counting imperfections that no one except me seemed to notice. Well, guess what? It turned out just fine. Everyone liked it. That's my next point, imperfections. Whatever you do, there's no way to avoid them. And you know what? Your friends don't give a shit if you used a 10 instead of a 20 band EQ with a multi-band compressor. They probably don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. As long as it sounds good and there's no awkward lyrics, you'll be just fine. I had a cool comment on my Reddit post. Quote, I made a song about doing drugs and cheating on girls. Showed it to my madre. Worst idea ever. Now every time I'm over she jams it, bumping lyrics like, she want this dick so she been over. That made me laugh my ass off. Now, while my lyrics weren't quite as bad, Or maybe they were. I didn't show people my songs until I was 100% confident in what I was saying. In this video over here, I went over on being believable in your songs. It helps a big deal with boosting confidence if you know what you're talking about. Next step is that you have to love the criticism. Okay, now you may finally think,
The fuck's your problem, eh? Oh, I see. You mean constructive criticism.
No.
what I meant is, you have to love criticism in every shape or form, being it negative or positive, I don't care. It can be even straight off the fiery depths of the YouTube comment section, it still serves the purpose. What you have to understand is that once you position yourself as a musician, or actually any type of artist, your every step will be criticized. Whether it's a positive, a constructive reaction by your friend, or a straight negative comment by Dennis the Menace on the internet, you will get it. Don't even think it's possible to avoid it. By putting our creation online, we are basically asking people to destroy it. There will be comments about the Lowe's being too muddy, or guy X being better than you. Also, expect some comments about your mother/sister embracing the lifestyle of a courtesan. But look, every single thing you hear should be used as fuel. Take the positive advice from people who know more and apply it to your music. Use negative comments to force yourself to do better. Then take everything you know, put it to good use, and publish another song. That will bring even more comments. Then rinse and repeat, and so on. And remember, being criticized isn't the thing you should be afraid of. You actually want it to become better. You'll never escape it, so make it work to your advantage. Listen to the feedback. It could be brutal, but it will make you better. Carpe that fucking diem. Oh, and what about people that say rap is worse than other genres of music? Fuck them.